Good evening, everyone. This is Crypto Stew coming to you live. No, this is taped, but I wanted to do a video. I said that the point of my channel is to come out with content that should be out there that isn't, and there's almost nothing about this coin, Smartlands, and I think another one of my goals was not to shill any coins, but I'm going to make an exception in this case and probably a few other cases. There's just nothing on this coin. I've been following this coin since it came out, which was uh, January. So we're in the heart of the bull market. I guess it might be during the crash. I bought right about there. Actually, I bought so high that it's not even on the chart. Um, but they had a scandal at the beginning that wasn't real about their logo. Their logo had been copied by another coin. And so people thought that Smartlands was a big scam and they dumped it like crazy and it went all the way down to 60 cents. I've stayed in it the whole way. Smartlands does asset backed tokens. This is the best use scenario of blockchain technology, and it almost never gets talked about. Um, One example I always use, and I know that Smartlands isn't doing this, they're starting more with commercial properties. You tokenize a building that's like a mini mall, all right? The mall, let's say the mall cost $100 million to build. You sell $100 million worth of tokens, and then the mall is run and collects rent, and its expenses are paid, and whatever's left over goes to the token holders. Your tokens are actually backed by a real property, and you have real rights as a token holder. That's the best use case scenario of this technology, because right now to do that, you'd have to own 1% of real estate is incredibly difficult. It requires a lot of paperwork and lawyers, and transferring it and finding a buyer is nearly impossible. But when it's a digital token and there's a marketplace, the possibilities are enormous. Um, Smartlands is going into that. That's what they do. They do asset-backed tokens. They were starting with agricultural tokens, but they wised up and moved into. They're also doing real estate and lots of other ones. I actually feel bad because I meant to do this video a few nights ago, and it's been doing nothing but going up since. So I don't know if this is the right time to buy. I'm not telling anyone to buy. I'm not a financial advisor. But this, in my opinion, is at least a $50 million coin, probably $100 million. They're about to start issuing asset-backed tokens. They're right now doing a vote. They have five possibilities of which one they're going to go with, and the token holders are voting. Like, this is happening now. This has real use case, and this is my most important thing about this coin. Is right here. These guys didn't know much about, at least my opinion or what I read in one post, and there are very few posts about this coin. These guys didn't know what they were doing to an extent when they were figuring out their coin supply, and I think they printed the right amount of tokens, but then when they did their ICO, anything that they didn't sell, they burnt, and they shouldn't have. So to do what they're doing, they need way more tokens than this. There's no way to do what they're doing with this amount of tokens, which is why the price keeps going up. I think at some point they'll probably have to do some kind of reverse split, and just to get the price down and get the circulating supply up. But I believe that this token is not going up due to speculation. This token is going up because the actual buyers that want to use it need the tokens, and they're having to go on the market in order to fund their buildings. They need these tokens, and there aren't enough of them, and so the price is going up. Um, and also the main part, one of the parts why this token never gets talked about is probably this. And look at the exchanges it's on. Forget X rates. Everyone says it's a scam exchange, that these aren't real trades, and X rates is garbage. So I don't go on there. So the only exchange you can really get it on is the Stellar Decentralized Exchange. And as soon as people see decentralized, that's it. They don't want anything to do with it. Oh, I'll wait till it's on Binance or Coinbase or maybe hit BTC, but they're not going on a decentralized exchange. I've been on probably 7 decentralized exchanges. I'm pulling that number completely out of my ass, but it probably is right or right around there. And this is by far the easiest decentralized exchange to use. Even if you hate decentralized exchanges, you don't understand them, you don't know how to use them, go to the Stellar. Again, not financial advice. I'm not telling you to buy anything, but if you wanted to buy the coin, you would go to the Stellar Decentralized Exchange. And I don't believe that anyone who is already in the crypto game would have any trouble using and purchasing and whatever through the Stellar Decentralized Exchange. It is the easiest used decentralized exchange I've ever seen, and other dexes should be using it as a model for what they should be doing. That's how good it is. It's also a reason I like Stellar so much, but everybody, likes Stellar. It's like the number 5 or 6 coin in the world. Um, so yeah, Smartlands is a great coin that no one talks about. I almost think that all these YouTubers are getting paid to talk about the coins they do because coins like this get no play. But also it's been an obscure coin for so long. It still is an obscure coin. Um, my the app on my phone where I track my coins doesn't even carry Smartlands. Um, so it's possible it's getting no action just because nobody's heard of it. But even when I've written to YouTubers and told them this coin was like at $1, and I wrote to Ken the Crypto and told him it would be a great crypto gem, and I know he got the message because he clicked like. It was like a comment on one of his videos. He never did the video, and I'm pretty sure I said something about it to Crypto Zombie, but Crypto Zombie has like 35,000 followers, so chances are he never saw the comment. But nobody does any videos on it. Do your own research. It's an amazing possibility if they pull off what they're trying to do. It's amazing. And actually, what I think is one of the best use cases on, like, they're doing commercial real estate. I talked about that earlier. But I own a house, and I think about the equity I have in my home and how I can't get to that equity. The only way to get to the equity is I have to contact a bank and I have to borrow off the equity of my home. That's my money. I have to borrow my own money and pay interest on it. That's the only way to get to the equity in my home. But what if I could sell 10% of my home? What if I could turn 10% of my home into tokens and put those tokens on an exchange of real estate in my area? So anyone who wanted to invest in real estate in my city, instead of buying a building or a part of a building, they could just buy a basket of tokens. And not only does that give me the money that's already mine, the equity in my home, some of the equity in my home, but when I sell my home, I'm not selling a whole house. I'd be selling 90% of a home. So the home would be cheaper, making real estate more affordable. Imagine if when you were buying houses, 49% of it was already sold and you're only buying 51%. Well, the house costs you half the price. You still get to live in it. You're still there for half the money. And the other coins are out there, and people have the ownership interest, and it's an ownership interest in real estate. All these millennials talk about how they'll never own a home because it's too expensive. It could be the solution to making homes affordable for people again. So, as I said, I believe it is the best use case. Asset-backed tokens are the best use case of blockchain technology. Better than as a currency, anything else you can think of, gaming, whatever. Asset-backed tokens are the best use case. So, it's a video that had to be made. Someone has to be talking about it. If anyone actually sees this video and you have any questions or want to say something, leave a comment on the video, and I will surely see it. But I'm a huge fan of Smartlands. They are coming out with asset-backed tokens soon. Go to the social media. Go to their Reddit. They're pretty active on their social media. They send out a newsletter if you sign up for it on their website. They're movers and shakers. It's worth way more than this, and I really wish I had done the video a few days ago because it was in the $3 range then. It's had a run. I don't know. I'm not good at timing coins. I don't know when the best time to buy is. I know this looks parabolic here, and people don't like buying. It's not an all-time high. I think here it was actually around $5, and now it's at 463. So it's pretty close. But I love this coin. I love what they're doing. I love the use case. Someone had to make a decent video just explaining what the coin does. So that's the deal. So Crypto Stew signing off.